What's poppin'? What's good? It's your girl JazzO. We're here at Stoic Talks, and I have two of my very good friends from childhood. We have Raphielis, entrepreneur and philanthropist. We also have my good friend Rosemary, who is also an entrepreneur and a lash extensions technician, and she also teaches, which is something that's so beautiful because she's giving back not only to the community here in New York and the Bronx, but also in the Dominican Republic. So you already know que lo que, dímelo, what's poppin'. Ladies, introduce yourselves. Let them know who you are.
Hi guys, I'm Raphielis. Like JazzO said, philanthropist and entrepreneur. You could check me out, IG Raphielis, just like my name. And I'm just happy to be here on your podcast.
Yeah, I know it's like we gotta start off so like, but you feel me? Let's just like get a breather real quick. You feel me?
I agree.
What's up, Rose?
Hey guys, I'm so happy to be here as well. Very grateful to be here. My name is Rosemary, and as Jasmine said as well, I am an eyelash artist, and I have a boutique as well. So, ladies, get the shopping going.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make sure I'm
Wildtique.
gonna drop everything down here, but
Yes.
you already know everything's gonna be everywhere. It'll be definitely, I'll include that in my link. Waoglamour
Yes.
boutique, it's definitely popping. You want to get your lash extensions, and again, she does do the classes. So ladies, whoever's saying there's no classes out here, I don't want to hear the shit. Like there's classes. People are out here,
Yes.
sharing what they know. And that's what it's all about, coming together as a collective. And that's what Stoic Talks is all about. Come together as a collective, elevating ourselves, with spirit and also in this physical vessel, because this journey is one that is not an easy one. And I brought my friends on because I think it's really important to talk about friendships and, I don't know who that was, excuse me. Friendships and basically longevity with integrity. It's something that's not easy to obtain. It's to attain because we are always growing, and through growth you're gonna go through the hurdles where even we ourselves, we don't recognize ourselves. So having friends from like Rose and I known each other since like 0 and 1 years old, like literally she's
Negative
like
0.
Yeah, she's like holding me,
Yeah.
and like she doesn't even know her name.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then Liz and I, this is my like high school right here,
Yeah.
So and then we just all
Yeah.
came together, and it's just always been good energy. It's always been good energy. So would you say, like, with other friends, since we known each other for so long, like, would you say you still know people that you once knew?
Well, for me, like I've been really fortunate that I've had the same friends. Like,
Right.
is a handful of friends, maybe 8 or 5, and it's been the same all throughout. I have like associates and people that you meet, and but friends, it's a small circle.
Yeah, I agree.
How about you, Rose?
You had a lot of good friends.
I
You're
I
blessed.
still have a lot of great friends. I mean, hey, since I was a younger girl.
Not to cut you off, but I picked up her mom from the airport the other day. She had mad freaking
Like
maletas,
yesterday.
which is luggage. Yeah, literally.
I mean,
it
I
was
think
yesterday.
all Dominican children,
Caribbean children.
yeah, like myself here and Liz. I think we all know the whole maleta situation.
Facts. Luggage, if you don't know what that is.
So it's like she wants to bring the whole DR and then everything with her.
But it was really cute because when we were in the car, your mom and I, we were talking about, I ain't going to get too into it. We were talking about your sisters and you. And she was just, saying the different kind of temperaments of each one of you. And then I mentioned like how sweet you are. And then she goes, oh yeah, she was like, God bless. She was like, that one, she like all her friends are still her friends. No drama, no nothing extra. You already understood the conversation, y'all. So, so we were saying, and it's true, you do, because everywhere we go, you always know mad people wherever we're at. In a good way, too. You know why it's good? Because these people be hooking her up so that we get hooked up. That's a fucking vibe. Like, those are the kind of best friends in life you need. Like, to me, it's like everybody always has a different kind of energy,
Yes.
right? I learned something the other day. Vibe check. People be vibe checking each other.
checking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm know
a
it
real
probably sounds
thing.
corny right now, but like
It's a
I
real
think that's
thing.
such a like. I thought that was a dope ass term. Like, yo, yeah, we vibe checking,
Yeah,
like making
yeah.
sure this is a whole flow and energy. I love that.
Yes.
And a balance too, because like you said, it's like different energies. And I have like a few friends, but my energy is different. It's a little bit different. But I could appreciate Rose's energy because she just knows so much people. You know what I'm saying? She know, but
She's
that's
cool.
just the energy.
Cool,
in your
calm,
family
collective.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally the energy in the family too, because
Right.
all your sisters
Yeah.
as well.
Right.
You know, so it's like it's
Yeah.
good to kind of balance it out, you know, with different energies too.
Well,
and,
yeah.
and vibe check.
Vibe checking.
That's the
Because we all can't be the same, you know. Because if it's all the same, it'd probably be chaotic, and that's where
Yeah.
harmony and balance kicks in, you know. So
Definitely.
okay, so what kind of friend? I didn't want to go there. Somebody was like, you should ask them what kind of like the temperament that you have. What would be the temperament that I have?
like fire.
You definitely
Yo.
are like you gotta get things done.
I'm the friend that got
Yeah,
your back.
call Jasmine.
forever. Like you don't gotta talk to me. We could be upset, but if you called me,
Yeah.
I'm coming through. Like
Yeah.
for real. It's a
Yeah,
straight thing.
seriously.
It's a thing. Then
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna want to fight you after, but that's like a thing too, you know, because it's just I'm strong like that, you know. So and Rose, okay, now Liz and I will switch now. You're the sweet vibe. You're like you're angelic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say I have been very calm throughout my life. I'd say
Do you
there
not
are
like
certain
that?
signs. I do, but I feel like I'm more assertive now. I feel like before it was more like I would worry like if not if someone wouldn't like me, but I would just like worry a lot about like what other people would think and like all these other things. And I feel like you get to a point where you're like, I just don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It'd be like
So even with people, I'm like, fuck it. With people, I don't want to. I'm like, I don't want to be a friend, and they're like, those are the ones that want to stick to you even more. And I'm like, but why? I just don't want to do it anymore. So it's
Those energy vampires, I think, is what it's called.
Well, yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is. And the more you do the self-healing, the more you attract the other people that they need healing, you know, because that's just how it goes. You know, you just illuminate this auric field of yours every time you do the work. Not saying it's going to be perfection, it's none of that. But putting boundaries, instilling boundaries are always going to favor you, because when you have boundaries, you're showing yourself self-respect. You're showing yourself love and devotion. You're doing the self-love, the self-care, you know, and then you make it easier to receive that from other people and to have discernment over recognizing those that don't favor you. So, Liz, I would say your vibe is always finding the balance, but don't fucking play with me. Like, you know, because one, she's a Libra, cardinal sign over here. Rose is a Virgo, perfectionist. To the T. Nah.
Yeah,
but,
no,
but
I know.
But the work is clean. You feel me? The work is clean. I'm a Gemini. You already know. Airy, very airy. You feel me? So, Liz, you got the cool vibe, very creative. Liz has influenced me to DIY all my shit. Like, I do it myself. Everything, I do it myself. I do everything myself because of Liz. You're just that influence, you know. Would you agree with that, or?
I would. I would. Like, I've always been interested in kind of, if I'm interested in something, I like do research and I want to do it. You know, I want to try it. Like,
Nah,
'cause
that's
I'm
the
like,
vibe.
hold up. I know exactly how I want to do it. So, you know, that's definitely me. And it is cool to like see, you know, the creativity flowing everywhere. And you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So,
Nah, Liz, you know, I gotta give it to you. Definitely influenced me a lot to be creative, to think outside the box. You see, when I met Liz, we were in high school, obviously, and we met through marijuana. Lovely thing. Wonderful. Woo. This shit was hot. It was good. Yo, that part of life was so much fun. Like, woo. And we were older high school students. It wasn't like, you know,
it was closer to the end.
just in case. But what I wanted to say is Liz always had a funky like vibe. Like even now, like just always something different, you know? She didn't give a fuck. Not only that, her outfits always looked so unique because she was always chopping the shit up. DIY and everything. Liz was always fresh. Anybody that remembers you, they're gonna always say the baddest. That was Liz. Her hair was always done. We had English together. I used to wonder, like, damn, she's so pretty. Like, how does she do her hair like that all the fucking time? Then I learned her mom is a Dominican beautician.
Dominican hands.
Yeah, so she was already in Rolos every freaking like Saturday and Sunday. Like, you already know.
Since she was like 1.
For real.
Right. Since she was one. Oh, damn.
Nah.
Well, my point in all of that is Liz was always creative. You always did you did acting because, you know, you're into philanthropy. So you know, you're into giving back. You started something with DR. You're also doing something.
Yeah, and that's a lot of information is gonna come out May 1st when I do the launching of one of my businesses.
Congrats. Yes.
Yeah, I've since I am like a DIY person, I've done a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? I kind of trying to see where I fit in and stuff, and I'm just trying to find like a balance where everything could just come together. And recently I've been working with someone, Apollonia Gaines, shout out to you, girl. And she has her own nonprofit, and the way that she gives back and like what she gets done has really kind of influenced me to
Get it.
Yeah, to like, you know,
go for it.
That why not?
Of course.
You know, if you got the information, if you could do it,
the resources,
and it's not
everything.
even. It could be your time. You know, it could be your time. It could be whatever. If you could give back anything, you doing it. You're a philanthropist as well.
Definitely.
You know?
Oh, I definitely consider myself,
of
you know, a
course.
philanthropist.
If you have a neighbor,
Definitely.
Bessie, can I help you with the bags? You
That's
doing
it.
Like,
Well, you know, and that's the thing. People think you gotta go like travel across the world to do something.
No.
Do something for the world. You know, no, you gotta do it where you're standing. At least that's what I believe. I believe exactly where you are. That is the change that should be the biggest. You know, the biggest one that you go after. You know,
Definitely.
Rose, you're always helping people to find let me get this right. Hold up. How bad? You know, when you're talking your shit, you gotta make sure the shit sound right. Hold on. You gotta be politically correct here. Hold on. You help a lot of people with mental health issues and directing them where they can get the assistance.
Yeah, I worked I still do part-time for a mental health clinic, and you know, a lot of time I meet people just that need like a therapist or services, and I refer them to, you know, to that specific clinic. Just because I know because I know that, you know, the process is way faster, the way the mental health services here in New York City is set up is kind of wild.
That's why I'm laughing. I'm waiting for her. I know you're trying to grasp the whole what you want to say.
You call, and in some places, and you know, you get an appointment for like 3 months, and you're like, dude, like I need the help right now.
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna ask, how does that work? Because I've always wondered, like, how does that work? Like, if I need help, like, is there a number that you call? Like, where do you?
Well,
start?
there is a hotline, which is like, you know, 1-800, you know, New York.
I'll drop that hotline down here.
There's hotlines available. There are different hotlines as well. But a lot of people need ongoing, and these are, you know, when you call, they usually like give you a listing of like different places that you can call to obtain appointments to start, you know, getting therapy or like, you know, medication or whatever it may be, but sometimes it takes a long time.
Right, and not to cut you off, working background, like hospital field and everything like that, insurance, you always got to start there first. If you have it, give the number a call see what they can offer you, what the coverage looks like, because it all comes down to investing in yourself. And unfortunately, a lot of people are probably already past the state of mind where they can even function properly to call this number. And, talking about mental health, I am going to be a part of a mental awareness event, a wellness event. It's going to be with DJ Madi D. It's going to be at Tag Up Studios in the Bronx. Shout out to DJ Madi D, DJ Wawa, and the whole team at Tag Up. But it's and we're gonna be touching base. We're gonna do that. I'll be doing sound therapy where I'll be bing bong ding donging and bringing all them good vibes and good spirits in the room so that we can elevate each other. We're gonna talk about different psychoses and how marijuana use, different strains can affect those things, trigger these things. And although I'm pro marijuana and all that good stuff, but being self-aware, and when you learn, right? When you learn and you know better, you do better. So knowing about marijuana and how that could trigger a lot of different kind of things for people emotionally and, again, psychologically, we do need to be educated on how to use this, because when the ancestors placed this here, they truly placed that here, medicinally, and also to remind us that we can connect and elevate that way, right? But you have to do the self-work. Right? Because enlightenment is always talking about doing the work. You got to always apply rituals and disciplines within your lifestyle to achieve those things. I know I just got like real serious, but it's a serious thing. These things are serious. If you're in New York City, you see it a lot more than ever before. Like, people really are fucking zombies out here, bro. Like, it's a real thing.
You see the stress outside. It's just like the tension, tension cloud
everywhere.
Right. And, so it's really important that we do talk about that, because, smoking weed, drinking, partying, all these things always look so good, popular, right? But there's more behind that, and it's
to have a balance.
Right.
That word, I don't know why it follows me, but
balance is
it is
like, if you you have to kind of check yourself,
right?
All the time.
Like, if you
all the time.
check yourself real
all
quick, ask yourself, like, what am I doing? Is this enough? Definitely don't kick yourself. You know what I'm saying? But be real with yourself, because it's like if any type of substance is slowing you down,
Rex,
then that's something that you have to have like a red little box and know that you gotta focus in on that every time you get.
People
We're not perfect, but
people want the easy way out. You feel me? They want a 30-second reel. All right? And shit ain't 30 seconds in life. And that's why that's what we talk about, all this shit. We talk about it here because I want people to understand, you want that nice car? You could have that. You want a nice house? You could have that. You want to have a good relationship? Well, you got to work on that. That starts inside.
Yeah.
Because the material things are easier to fucking get.
Mm-hmm.
That's easier to get. The relationships, the ties, and that's why I brought you on, because we've been through so much as friends, and a lot of people take things personally. Even myself, I had to do the shadow work with my friendships with codependency, realizing, because when you got people that are there for you, and then when it's time for them to go do their part for themselves, right, and you need to be there for them, sometimes you don't understand that. So what I've learned is everybody should truly allow one another to go through the journey. And if it's a real friendship, it's going to come back. You guys are always going to find the space.
Definitely.
Now, what does a hot girl summer mean to you? Mad fucking random, I know. But my boy Zoe, Conversations with Zoe, we're about to get together and we're about to do a hot boy summer, hot girl summer. What the fuck does that even mean to you now? Now. Okay, so now versus when we was hanging out.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now versus
it's a whole different hot girl summer.
Now versus when we were hanging out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, for me, okay, back when we was hanging out, hot girl summer to me was just having enough money to do what I want, in the sense that being out. I want to go to the clubs. I want to go eat. I want to buy stuff. I want to go to the clubs and I want to go. You know
I
what
want
I'm
to go
saying?
to the
And
club.
do it all
Like,
over again.
Hold on, my rent gotta pay. Everything gotta be paid. But that,
Definitely.
you know,
I want to go to the club and then I want to go eat.
yes.
And I want to buy a new outfit
Thank you.
for every night that I go out.
Word.
But now it's more about like leveling up. Is about making sure that goals are being met.
Damn.
Making sure that there's a vision.
Fucking hot that summer.
And making sure that the vision,
Blazing hot.
my vision is flowing.
No, I heard.
You know what I'm saying? So my summer gotta be how, and if it's walking in those ways, and I know that I'm doing what I gotta do,
Yes.
spiritually, physically, and with myself, just day to day, then I'm good. It's a hot girl summer, winter, and fall.
All
I
all the
love that.
seasons.
I love that.
All
So,
the seasons.
do you believe a 9 to 5 chick is whack or nah?
No, not at all. Hell no. Don't let nobody tell you that. No.
I
That
got
you-
that
that
from I got
you-
that from conversations with Zoe too. I thought that was a good question, Zoe.
That you want to eventually leave your 9 to 5, whether you want to do that or you want to stay at your 9 to 5, that's your personal choice.
So how
Do
did
what
you
makes
guys
happy.
start your business, and what made you start that?
Well, I have my business, but I still have a 9 to 5, so I am a 9 to 5 girl. So, it's you kind of like back to balance. You know what you're getting from your 9 to 5. It's a balance, and then you put it into whatever creation you're going for. So, and then when you're ready to let go of the 9 to 5, you do. A lot of fear goes into leaving a 9 to 5. I can personally say that because I'm holding on to my 9 to 5 and another part-time job too at the same time.
But I don't know. I think like that's just like the hustle and bustle, especially here in New York City.
Oh yeah, it's
like
hard.
mad people
so.
have mother
Different
mad-
streams of it. You have to have
Right,
yeah,
multiple
different
streams of income.
Definitely.
My thing is like I just want like smarter multiple streams of income. I want to be a part of the people that I don't have to enter anywhere physically because I could just like pack my laptop and be out. Boom. That's why I'm so open on this crypto and NFT talk because one, I'm already into digital media, obviously. What's popping was good. And two, that's just the wave. Everything is going to be digital. Everything already is. So much has changed. But
yeah.
in regards to business, Liz, you freelance for a long time. Your background is photography. Let them know.
Yeah, I freelanced for a long time.
Yeah.
I went to photography school. I went to regular college. I have an associate in business marketing. And that, again, goes to kind of, like, you see where my personality, DIY, is also kind of like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I naturally haven't been scared to try new things. So my businesses now, like the things that I'm doing with the beauty supply, it was kind of in the area where I'm at in Washington. It's a need for it. I'm
Smart.
just had a baby and I couldn't find a beauty supply. Like 30 minutes, I have to drive. Are you serious? I want to braid my hair.
Yes.
I
want to get some
Like,
lashes.
come on.
Y'all don't got any fucking stores out there?
35 minutes for a beauty supply.
No.
I'm like, hold up.
And they don't
dog.
even have anything in there probably.
They have, exactly. It's not
They
even
have
about-
for us? They have?
but it's
Do you
not
have for us? Y'all representing?
for real.
I have another lovely lady back here. Are y'all representing us?
Seriously.
The
You
fuck?
know?
So thank you, Liz.
Liz, thank you. Yes,
Like-
and she's bringing in some metaphysical stuff. So she's gonna have some sage,
Yes. I'm
some
having
Palo
sage,
Santo.
some yoni steam.
Oh,
and
look at that.
It's part of a sacred goddess line, which 77% is going to fundraising for a projects in DR. So that's kind
That's
of what
what's
I'm
up,
just
Liz.
trying to tie in like who I am to what I do.
Right.
Like
That's the perfect way to say it.
that's all I'm trying to
honestly.
do, and trying to balance it all out and just do it like little steps, baby steps.
Like
But-
to get you there.
Yeah.
But I just want to just go back a little bit on the question, the 9 to 5 situation. I feel like obviously social media plays a huge part in the question and the answers to this question. But I feel like it's a two-way street. So you can either be motivated and go and do what you want to do, get that business going, whatever it is that you want to do, or you can use it as a like, oh, I'm not gonna work a 9 to 5 because they're not paying me X amount of money. Or like, I'm not gonna date that guy because he's not driving this car and that's not in.
Oh, let's talk
You
about
know,
that.
or like that's like it's unrealistic. I know at that moment it's cool. That's what social media is partly putting out there. But it's like we gotta be real, like, you know, at the same time. It's
So,
cool.
would you say that women, because we're going to talk about women, because we are women, right?
Yeah.
A lot of us are not representing like the whole truth of life and how we're going to get these things? Or are they just selling out? Or is it a facade? Or is it...
I mean, I think it's a combination.
I think so too.
I think it's a combination of a lot of different things. I mean, like I said, I'm not knocking. I'm all for whatever makes everyone happy. You know, if you can get those things and still live properly, like that's great. But I just don't believe in the whole like putting other people down because they don't have these things or because they're not choosing to do what other people are doing. Some people are comfortable in their 9 to 5, and that's okay. If that works for you, that works for you. Amen.
Hallelujah. No, it's a fact. So do you believe that many women want the same one type of high valued man? I was having a conversation with some guys and we were talking about how women all describe this one guy and he's a high valued man, but he's like the same description for so many women. And that's not realistic because it takes men to be like wealthy, rich, well off. It usually takes them until they're like in their 40s that they're actually gonna have a lot of these younger guys now are you know coming up with the digital age and shit like that, you know. But realistically, like I think average men, it takes them until they're like in their 35s to 40 to really be established in good credit and actually probably have an idea about real estate portfolios, investments, and their IRAs. Come on, because like I'm still figuring that shit out, and I've been doing this shit. You know, I've been doing this shit since my early 19. I've been invested, but still, it's like there's always a learning curve.
Definitely.
So
Women, I do believe that women do describe usually the same men, but I think it's important, like for us women, to understand that in order to reach that level of a man, we have to raise the standards, right? Because depending on our standard, the man will rise to meet the standard, right? But if you don't have standards, and when I mean standards, that's really you understanding that we're all queens, you know, we're all goddesses, you know, this is something to be respected in every way. If you feel that, you know, something is wrong, you probably right, you know. So just those little things, and really being strong in who you are, living in your truth, that man will come. But if you're not there yet, right? If you haven't done the work that you have to do, the spiritual work, amongst other things,
You
right?
get a lot of fuck boys.
let me get some snaps in the
Okay, if
air.
you haven't
Got a lot
done
of fuck
that,
boys.
it's the man. He's there, but he's waiting for you to rise up to that queen that you are.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh man,
but you
Okay.
have to rise up. So the collective man, they will rise up too,
right.
Yeah.
right? But
The divine masculine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming to your
Definitely.
life, shorty.
Definitely. But I know, like, yeah, like describing the same type of man is true. I feel like you
I don't
know,
think they're
we
giving
all-
men. I don't think they're giving men opportunities.
We
and
all
chances.
do, like we describe,
Okay,
and
I
then
describe it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then there's like the reality of it all that it's like None of us are perfect.
No.
And relationships are hard. Like, I mean, they're not
supposed
they're
to be
not
hard.
they're not like hard, like if it's hard to that point, maybe
Right.
you should reevaluate and rethink that
You
through.
saw me, I'm like,
but
this shouldn't be so
I'm saying,
hard.
like, you're always gonna have arguments, whether they're like dumb little arguments of like, oh, don't leave your clothing around, or like
Big fact.
paper towels over or under, like, who the fuck cares? But it happens. And I feel like the whole like perfection of relationships are like so overrated.
Back
like,
to the Instagram, social media
so
vibes,
overrated.
like, you know.
And it's okay to let go. Like sometimes it just doesn't work. It's not that guy. It's not that
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
It's just
Oh,
the universe
damn.
trying to help you, but you're not trying to help me. Help you.
And
Damn.
the universe will send you those signs, and you dodge it.
You trying to be
Like,
the Matrix when you gotta be, like chill.
let that shit hit you in the face.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Knock you down.
Knock you down.
Whatever it has to do for you to get it,
Yo.
let the universe do it.
I mean, you're right, but it's easier said. You know, when you're in
No,
toxic,
definitely,
that toxic life, bro, that toxic dick, that toxic pussy, that shit is real.
Rules, yeah.
It's
It's a
real.
real
real.
thing.
You gotta pray that out.
You gotta do
You gotta
everything.
take spiritual baths. Even that's not gonna work at first because like it's just a lot. It's a big pull. You're gonna have to do a lot of
You
that.
have to go to
It's like,
therapy.
Yeah.
Anything you have to do.
Whatever.
it's not-
Take a walk.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta fast.
Work out.
You need a yoni steam. Holla at Liz. She got that. It's coming. You know, that's a really good one. So like anybody like for my ladies like really spiritually, yoni steams they really do help cut those ties.
Yes.
You know, it takes 7 years to like rid yourself energetically of
From a person.
a person.
Oof. Wakala. Sorry.
All types of herbs everywhere.
It's gonna be lit. But the lady talks about cutting ties. You go to the beach, right? Like if you've been molested, raped, or like just had a very bad traumatic type of sexual experience, or you feel disgusted, whatever, right? A heaviness, right? You go to the beach and you basically dig yourself in the sand, right? And then after that, set the intention that you're releasing this energy. Speak to your ancestors, your angels, your guardians. And then you go to the ocean and you throw yourself backwards. So, and you release and you cleanse.
You gotta wear something in Pacific white.
Nah. Yeah, I think it's good to do. I did it in the summertime too and stuff like
My
that.
mom always takes those dips in the water. I mean, she doesn't do the sand part, but she definitely does the water,
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the ocean is always the best place to go cleanse yourself, regardless.
Yeah, that's definitely.
And you still got to be mad careful because, she will pull your ass in there too. So respect the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure. Got a story. Don't want to share that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know what you want.
Yeah, no.
Nah,
Yeah.
It's not a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I caught that. Is that right? So my next question is, how do you guys feel about dating men that are not making to meet you where you are financially?
What do you mean?
Like they got bad credit.
Like, for example, like back in the day, I would probably date a drug dealer. Now, heck no. Hell no. No, so these are things that change. So I'm not
Right.
sure,
Oh, wait,
and
my
they
bad.
would probably
the question's
exceed,
not
like,
even. I didn't ask that shit right. But all right, so we don't trade. Drug dealers is not a thing anymore.
No, I
After
mean
a
to
certain
each his
point.
own.
To each his
Like
own,
they're
yeah.
cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we love
they're
drug
they're
dealers.
cool as dudes.
This shit just got crazy. We love the drug dealers, yo. We
I
respect
do.
y'all. We
I
do.
do.
Everybody.
I do. I just don't want to date. I wouldn't want to date one at this
But if
point
you,
in my life.
if maybe you're like one of those like turned around drug dealers and you like now got mad Bitcoin and shit,
Yeah,
I want to talk to you.
Yeah,
Like,
You
you got your life together. You know how to invest in things. That's a better one.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I said no to. I want to talk to you because I'm not single. So
Oh no.
So
nah.
I'm
Now,
like no to that, but I know what
I'm
you
just
mean.
saying in general though. Like
No,
just in general,
definitely. I would.
Shit got crazy real fast.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No,
Yo, so the
yeah.
caliber of men they changed. But like now, would you if a guy came like, all right, he's mad cool, feeling the vibes. Next thing you know, his credit is so shot. He's not trying to work on it. Cause that's the other thing. It's not about having bad credit. My shit is like, are you even
Trying.
aware of attempting to fix that? Because I don't care about the rest. I can help you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that shit is nothing. But so would you date a guy that's not trying to fix his credit, and it doesn't make, not even meeting to what you make?
I mean,
should I hit
trying to fix your credit, like I don't want someone I wouldn't want to date someone that's not even thinking about it, honestly, because I feel like a lot of us what we do is that we build these men up. We're like their mamas. And like I'm not trying to be no one's mama. Like I want you to come with your credit fixed. And if you're working on it, that's great. You keep doing that. I don't want to help anymore. I'm tired.
I think
I mean, I'm not in every part, but you know what I mean?
know
Like,
what you mean.
eventually, if we get to be something more serious, like, definitely I'm going to help you. But I don't want to start off, because, you know, a lot of us been there. We want to really, like, help a lot of these things out to an extent where,
where we don't even help ourselves,
and we don't
though.
even, like, know how we're going to do it for us, but we do it for them.
Right.
So, you know, that's what I mean.
When
Like,
we see
no.
the potential, it's like we're so caught on that potential
Oh
that
shit!
we can just...
You just went
And sometimes that potential is not even for us.
right.
Yes.
No,
Because they're just
it's
passing
not.
by us, but they're eventually gonna be with someone else. So it's like
And they're gonna have the potential is gonna be on and popping.
Sometimes
Yeah.
they don't even reach the potential.
They never
Because
reach
they
this
don't-
potential.
Oh, that too.
They
That
don't
too.
see it.
So
That
you know,
too.
you mentioning potential. I had a conversation about that, dating people because you see the potential, but they don't even give potential.
Don't do it.
That shit is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Because it's to see. Oh, I can see. Nah, but if they're not doing it in action,
You ain't
there's nothing there. You're just
You see
you're
the ghost.
yeah. You making up lies, bitch.
Yes.
Like just cut it out. Don't do that. I've been there. I done that. That shit was
Yeah.
whack.
That just drains you. That just drains
Not only that,
Definitely.
then that's when you're gonna be really sad for a long time.
I agree. Yeah, no.
So
Don't do
dating
it.
someone's potential, and I mean I understand, and this goes for gentlemen too, because women out here, you know, a lot of us, all of us, all ladies, you know, we don't have our credit all together and shit like that, and we want these guys to come and freaking sweep us off our feet and like provide and protect, and guaranteed, I believe a real good man, he will do that. However, he got a good mom. She raised them. She told his ass not to get with anybody that doesn't want to help themselves. So if you're not gonna help yourself either, and you're just gonna be that what he sees potential, just looking good in Fashion Nova. Shout out to Fashion Nova though. This is Sheen though. But that, you know what I'm saying?
Fashion Nova.
Shout out to Fashion Nova and Sheen.
Yeah.
Sheen.
Sheen, yeah.
Sheen. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all just can't look cute and shit like that. So you're right. Potential is definitely something that a lot of people look like they don't have enough of.
But they don't have the drive. A lot of people don't have the drive. They have the potential, but they don't have the drive. So it's like you have to have the combination.
So let
Sometimes
me-
people have the drive, not the potential, but those people get there because they have the drive, and they're gonna keep on pushing.
Right now, so I
Eventually, they
definitely
get there.
I believe that there's sometimes in life you know, you need someone else to come in and to lift you up. You know, sometimes
Yeah,
people
it's like
have that.
Let me
It's a-
snap you into life. Real
It's a
quick.
vibe check. They vibe checking you, ho.
Yeah.
My next question I wanted to ask, you had mentioned something about long distance relationships. Is that like a thing? I want to know about long distance relationships, and what do you guys think about online dating? You know, I like that shit.
Oh,
I'm big on that shit. I love online dating, but
one of my friends actually, I have one of my friends who's hasn't been lucky like in love, and then I had my male friend with me, and he was like, you should try like one of these dating apps. It's like
He
to
told
meet,
her?
like, yeah, to get like a high caliber man type of thing, and
I
you know,
hope
think
so.
it's cool
A lot of
to-
sneaky links
it's
up in
good
there.
to have like an option for you to, you know, meet the best type, the best type of man for yourself.
I agree. I
Everyone's
mean,
different.
I was on a dating app, you know, for a little bit, and yeah, it's one of those like hit or miss. You go on a whole bunch of dates,
You haven't
And
been
some
on
people
Tinder?
get lucky. I've never been on
I've
Tinder.
never
I've been on
I've never been
Hinge.
on Tinder.
Shout out to Hinge. I do recommend it if you're single and you
Yo,
want an
shout
app.
out to Hinge. Sponsor
I
me.
feel like Hinge.
I'll
It's
bring
like,
two people.
you know
on
why
that
I
had
do
a Hinge
recommend
date.
it.
Actually,
You know why I recommend
my cousin
it?
met her man on Hinge,
Yeah.
and they're like super into each other. Bless.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Nah,
God
so
bless
they
you.
even deactivated their accounts, yo.
Oh,
That's
real.
awesome.
Together.
That's real.
Yeah, that's a
But
real
I
thing.
feel-
That's
I
how you know it's real.
recommend-
Deactivate your shit.
Yeah,
Together.
I recommend Hinge though because I feel like in Hinge, like everyone like has a job. Everyone is doing something. Like it's not like you're. I mean, from what I experienced in my time there, I feel like everyone is doing something.
That's
they're
what's
they're
up.
working or they have their own business or they're doing something.
I haven't
So.
been on a dating app in a minute, in a very, very long time.
But I'm
So
for
if you
it.
see me on anything, that shit is old.
I'm for it.
Nah, that
So.
ass though it wouldn't be. Yeah, one time I had someone they it was a physician. He's like, Jasmine, I saw you on Tinder. I said, get the fuck out of here. Probably on Bumble or some shit like that, some old shit, but not no Tinder.
He was trying to see what you was gonna say.
I think he was just trying to let me
Yeah,
know.
he probably
He wanted to Tinder it up with my
Yeah,
ass.
he
Feel
probably
me?
did.
I'm good.
And he was
No,
like,
thank
because
you.
I saw you and I was gonna. Like
Nah,
it,
I'm
you know?
good.
I've never tried dating apps. Just like the regular DM, you know, like social media.
I think DMs are like, I think that's a
That's
dating
like the
app
new.
in itself.
That's like the new dating app.
Yeah, just DM me.
Slide
Well, no,
into
not
my
me.
DM.
I'm married. But
Slide
I'm
into
saying-
my DM. Not my DM, but slide.
Sliding for business and networking. What's up? Let's collab. Let's get this
Definitely.
money, yeah.
Definitely. I'm down
know?
for that.
I love that. I love that. But yeah, exactly. I think Instagram, social media is like the biggest DMing relationships.
Yeah.
So what I did?
I agree.
Yeah, saw that. Yeah, I heard I did
Definitely.
that? Yo, I got away with words.
It's a long distance.
Long distance. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? Pandemic had motherfuckers doing long distance shit hard.
Yeah.
Even I had a little something going on.
My current is long distance. Soon to be not long distance, but long
I think
distance.
that's important, like knowing when you're gonna like be together. But that like
Yeah.
long distance that without commitment, basically.
No, that's not
I ain't
going
doing
on.
that. I'm too old. Maybe
Yeah, no.
back in the day, you know, you still chilling on the side.
Yeah, like when I used to
too.
go to DR when I was younger, I used to have a boyfriend and I would only
that
see
real
him
love.
every summer when I would go to DR. A whole year would pass. It's like,
Oh, now that's
Hey,
different.
but you're still my
That's called-
boyfriend.
That's called summer boyfriends.
no, yeah, but those
Yeah,
are,
do y'all know what summer? If y'all know
no,
what a summer
espérate,
boyfriend is,
hold on, no.
you had a spring one too.
No. I used to buy my calling card. I had a collection.
Oh,
So it wasn't a summer because if it was like that, we wouldn't talk.
All right, but
Throughout
he
the
was
whole
your summer
year,
man,
right? La tarjeta, lo que yo tenía a
tarjetita.
collection. I used to collect
Y'all know,
them.
okay, if you're from the Caribbean or you got other countries,
Crazy.
y'all know about these cards. Before WhatsApp was popping,
Claro.
you had to go and buy a fucking $2 card. What was the highest they used to go? $10, $12?
maybe
$10.
something.
I think
20
I think they
too.
went up to 20 at
Yeah.
one point. Yeah,
But in the
definitely.
bodega usually.
I
like,
remember
two or
going
five-
to
Pero
buy
la,
it for
la
my
de los pesos
grandma's.
it was easier because I was like, 15, so I used to be like, oh,
That was still your summer man, boo. That was
Yeah.
your summer man.
Shout out to
Everybody that
you.
was going in and out the Caribbean, y'all all had summer boyfriends and girlfriends. Y'all know what time it is.
25. Shout out to you. 25 years later. No, actually, no. We're friends on Facebook.
Dale, salúdalo.
Sí.
Mira, amigo. Hola, ¿cómo tú
Tony, I
estás,
wish you-
amigo?
No, he's good. He's married. He has
I'm gonna make this into a
children.
clip just for your friend. Hey,
He's
what's
a
up?
nurse, actually. I love it. He's
Oh.
awesome. He's here. Well,
Oh.
not here in the Bronx or,
But in United.
He's in yeah, he's here. He's in the USA
That's fun.
for sure. So I'm very happy for him.
Damn. Well, let's see what we got. All right. You feel me? We're about to wrap this up
Okay.
because
alright.
one, we're going out.
Yeah.
Do you know where the fuck you want to go?
Not really.
Dominican experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, vamos para
Guaranteed.
allá because hay que darte un
Domin-
tour. Ven, mami chula, que te va a dar un tour.
I'm ready.
Yo, I can't with these two. So you're right. You already know. We're gonna wrap this up. So this is what I want to tell you. The vibe of the day, because I didn't bring a juice of the day. So the vibe of the day is to definitely grow, flow, and stay true to yourself, right? And keep your friends close. But remember, everybody's going through a different journey. So let's be more patient with one another, with one another, and let's love more. Peace and light. Ladies, you got anything you want to say? Where they could find you? I mean, you could drop it now. I'm going to be putting it right under your name. So,
My Instagram, Raphielis, and I'll give you some stuff so you can post it in the bottom.
And mine is lashed by Rose _
and you know, you already know if you're in New York and the Bronx, holla at Rose for them lashes, because she's definitely a really great lash artist. I love that. So stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.
And cut.